Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Daveyon Bradley, but together we are more than 23. So today, right? Today I got two principles for you. Two principles for you. So the first principle, I want you to dream so big, like dream so big that the process don't break you. Like sometimes in the midst of our dream, in the midst of chasing our dreams, that we dream so small that going through it is not worth it. Like you realize halfway through it is not worth it. So you give up on a dream. You give up in the process because the dream was so small. Like sometimes I need you to think about it. I need you to embrace the dream so much. I need you to love the dream so much that it don't break you. That the process don't break you. Like sometimes, I need you to think about it. Like if you in school, or if you in school, whatever the dream is. Like if you desire to graduate, if you desire to open up your own business, if you desire to be a nurse, if you desire to be a police officer, chief of police, if you desire to be a judge, if you desire to be a lawyer, whatever it is, like I don't know if you want to be in the NBA, I don't know what it is. If you want to be in the NFL, like I need you to dream so big and embrace the dream so much, love the dream so much that the process don't break you. Right? So like my son, for example, like to you it might be small, but to him it's big, right? Like he grow his hair out, right? And he shaved the sides, and so the sides, so the top, in order for it to grow, he got to take care of it, right? He got to pick it out, and he don't take care of it too often, but he pick it out. He hate his hair being picked. He tender headed, and so he got to find somebody to braid his hair. And then when they braiding his hair, he always kicking and he crying and he screaming and he balling up and he holding the pillow or whatever he holding. And so I be so upset. I was so upset because I'm like, why are you going through it? You know, like why if it's that much pain, why don't you just cut it? Like your daddy cut hair. You know what I mean? Your dad cut hair, boy. Let's just get your hair cut. Like why don't you just cut it? You know what I mean? So I asked him. I brought the question to him. I'm asking like, if it hurt that much, why are you still doing it? Like cut it. Just cut it. Get rid of it. And you know what he told me? He said, I always dreamed of having my hair in a ponytail, like a long ponytail. He's like, and I want the side shave. That's how I want it. I desire it so much that I'm willing to go through the process. Like he didn't say them words, but when I analyzed what he said, what he was saying was, I desire it so much that I'm willing to go through the process. Like I don't care how much pain it is. I don't care how long it's going to take. I don't care. I don't care who's like how much work I gotta put in. I don't care how often I gotta pick it. How long it take me to comb it. Like I'm going to go through it. Like regardless of what the process is, that I'm going to get it. Like I'm going to go through it. And so I thought about that, and I was like, like you gotta get that. Like you gotta understand that. Like you gotta desire to dream so much that the process don't break you. I think about Martin Luther King. Like that was a small scale with my son, but Martin Luther King. I think about Martin Luther, and Martin Luther went through so much. He went through so much to make sure that the dream came true, that the process of the dream came true. Like he endured the process. He got hit with boulders. He got hit with rocks. He got spit on. They sicked the dogs on him. They locked him up in jail. Like regardless of what the process was, I gotta make the dream come true. I gotta make the dream come true. So I'm gonna say it one more time, guys. Embrace it, like dream so big. Make the dream so important to you. Embrace the dream so much. Love the dream so much that the process don't break you, right? And so principle number 2, guys. Principle number 2. I need you to be so obsessed with the dream. I need you to be so obsessed with the dream. Become so obsessed with it that it changed your life. Like become so obsessed with the dream that it changed your life. Like so for example, like I remember being in jail and I sleep all day and I try to sleep as much as I can because every time I woke up, I wasn't satisfied with my reality. Like I was in jail, guys. Like I was in prison, guys. Like sleeping with a man, not necessarily sleeping with a man, but in a cell with a man every day. Like not around women at all. Like eating lunch every single day. Eating a small dinner tray every single day. So like going to bed when an 18-year-old tell me to go to bed. Like some of the officers was way younger than me and they telling me to go to bed. Like being controlled at all times. I wasn't satisfied with it. But when I dream, guys, like the dream, I was at home. And in a dream, I was with my family. In a dream, I was a business owner. In a dream, like I had a wife, and I came home to it every night. In a dream, I was able to provide for myself. In a dream, like I was in college, and I was around women, and I was around men, and I was around just students, just different ethnicities. Like in a dream, like everybody around me was happy. Like it wasn't depressed. It wasn't people arguing and being mean and being mad all the time. Like in a dream, in a dream. I seen something better. Like I became so obsessed with the dream that I would try to sleep all the time. But at some point, guys, at some point I had to wake up. At some point I had to wake up. And I didn't like the reality when I woke up. So what I did was, what I had to do was, I had to make sure I became so obsessed with the dream and with the understanding that I couldn't sleep forever. I couldn't sleep forever. So I became so obsessed with the dream that the dream became my reality. Like I had to start making steps to change to make sure that this would never be my reality again. Like I had to start making steps. I started pressing towards the dream because I became so obsessed with the dream that I became so obsessed with the dream. I became so in love with the dream that no matter what it was, the dream had to come true. Like regardless of what I had to go through, I was willing to cut certain things off. I was willing to cut certain people off. I had to let go of the gangbanging life. Like I had to do certain things, guys. I had to let certain things go. I had to before anybody would tell you, like I was an atheist before I went in. Like I had to get to know God, guys. I had to get closer to him. Like I knew something was missing. So I had to figure out what was missing. And I had to get it in my life. Like I knew something was missing. Like I was trying to do everything on my own, guys. But when I came home, I had to get the proper help. Like I had to get in tune with certain people. Like I knew something was missing. I knew something had to change. Like I hated police officers, guys. But when I came home, I embraced every officer that I come across. Like I got to know every officer that I can come in contact with, so that someday they will be able to help me. Like someday, like if I was ever to mess up again, somebody was there to help me. Like somebody was there to help me stay out. Somebody was there to give me the understanding and give me the knowledge of the law so I can stay out. Like I became so obsessed with the dream that I knew something had to change. So I had to change a lot, guys. So like I said, guys, we got two principles. The first principle is like dream so big that you're willing to endure the process. And then the second principle, guys, is become so obsessed with the dream that it changed you. That it changed you, guys. I'm Daveyon Bradley, and together we are more than 23.